In this section, we want to cover how to use PDMS to provision the project accelerator with demo data. So PDMS was built to automate the provisioning of the project accelerator with demo data. To do that, we are going to create our project accelerator within the demo tenants of cdx.transform.microsoft.com. PDMS already has the project accelerator solution template. It has the project for the web demo content that's been created from an approved Microsoft Gold tenant. The Power BI reports that are part of the project accelerator are also within the solution template. And then finally, there is a Power Automate workflow that allows a request to be converted to a project that is also part of the solution. All of these components will be created when you provision a project accelerator solution template in a Dataverse environment using PDMS. There are some manual steps that you have to take before you begin provisioning. So first of all, you need to have a demo tenant created within CDX transform.microsoft.com. We recommend using the Enterprise M365 demo content. You can also add the Project Online demo content, but if you're in a hurry, you can just provision the Project Accelerator using an Enterprise M365 demo content. If you do use Project Online demo content, as you know, you have to wait for the entire add-on to be provisioned. If you're using a Enterprise M365 demo content without Project Online demo content, go ahead and add the Plan 3 trials to your tenant for the users that we list here that are part of the demo. The minimum is the administrator. In other words, provisioning will take place with only the administrator receiving a Plan 3 license in the trial. However, the demo content has the following 3 additional users. So if you wanted to do some scenarios, logging in and out with users that are part of the demo content, you can see here that the 3 additional users, Lydia Holloway, Megan Bowen, and Nestor Wilkie. So if you wanted to do, some use cases, personas, those are the 3 additional users that you can add the trial license, the Plan 3 trial license. After you've done that, you can follow the provisioning in PDMS. So let's take a look at all these steps within a demo environment. Once you've created your demo tenant, you can log in using the administrator credentials. And from here, we go to the Admin Center for Office 365. And we're going to activate the Plan 3 trial. And once you've created your demo tenant, you're going to log in using your admin credentials. And then you're going to go to the Admin Center in order to activate the Plan 3 trial that is required. So I'm going to go to Admin. And within Admin, you can open up billing and purchase services in order for us to activate the Plan 3 trial. If we go down to Business Apps, we'll see here Plan 3. We'll select Details, and we will start the free trial. We go through 2 screens, Try Now, and then the confirmation screen. And we now have a Plan 3 that we can assign to our demo users. This trial is only available for 30 days. You can't extend it. In the future, we are working to have the Plan 3 license extended as part of the trial period. But for now, if you're using that Enterprise M365 demo content, you will have 30 days to do that. And here we need to get to our users in order to add the licenses. So here we have the users within the Enterprise M365 demo, and we're going to add the most important license is the mod administrator. But just to show how we can add the additional 3 users, I will go ahead and add to them the Plan 3 license. And you can see here that we have the Plan 3, and we're going to add. So here you will get a confirmation that the product has been added to the 4 users, and you can proceed to provisioning. Once you have confirmation that the licenses have been added, we can refresh and see that our demo users have Plan 3, but more importantly, the mod administrator has Plan 3. So now we can go to PDMS to provision. So now I'm going to log into PDMS in order to provision the Project Accelerator and demo content. So here I have the URL for PDMS. I'm going to log in. I'm going to use my Microsoft account. I'm already signed in because I'm in Office. And I get to the provisioning page of PDMS. There's 3 tiles. The first is the Project Accelerator, demo data, and Power BI reports. The second is just the Project Accelerator and demo data. It does not include the Power BI reports. And the third is if you wanted to just populate a Dataverse environment with project for the web demo projects, the 15 demo projects that are part of the Accelerator alone are within that scenario, and you can have them populate into any demo tenant. So for purposes of this demonstration, we're going to do what I'll call the standard scenario. In other words, we're going to include the Power BI reports. So when I select it, I'm going to come to the login screen for the target. And here I'm going to use login and password for the admin of my demo tenant that I just added my Plan 3 licenses to. Having saved my credentials in a note, I'm going to go ahead and add my username and password for my demo tenant. So the first thing that occurs, it authenticates to make sure you have the Plan 3 license for the admin. If you do not have the Plan 3 license for the admin, you will get an error message saying that you have to check your licensing. So we'll wait for authentication to complete. Before provisioning can begin. So PDMS right now is communicating with the tenant to make sure that the administrator has the Plan 3 license. So we have a success message and we can start provisioning. As the provisioning takes place, you'll start seeing messages that tell you what's going on with the entire process. The process involves initiating project for the web in your target tenant. In other words, creation of the first project, which also creates the default Dataverse environment for that tenant. And that can take a few minutes depending on how the tenant responds. We've had experiences where it can be anywhere between 15, 30, 45 minutes, and it's just a matter of performance on the tenant. So we're going to accelerate in the process. So you don't have to watch the entire process here because the entire end-to-end process can take, again, anywhere between 30 minutes to 45 minutes. So once the process initiates and the Dataverse environment is created, the Project Accelerator solution template is going to be uploaded to that default environment. And you'll receive, these first messages about importing of the solution. What will follow will be copying of the projects into the Project Accelerator solution in the default environment. After the Project Accelerator solution is copied, you will see the projects starting to upload. There's 15 projects from the demo content that will be copied into your demonstration tenant. These are project for the web projects with assignments and resources. The next steps you'll see are the Dataverse tables or CDS entities that was previously called copied, which are the content within the Project Accelerator solution. The final step are the Power BI reports that are with the Project Accelerator solution, and you'll see them upload and being copied into the demo tenant that you've provisioned. The final step will be a message that states that finalizing solution import and publishing customization. That's the last step before actually getting a summary of the entire process. So when this step completes, we will have a summary of the provisioning process into our demo tenant. So when provisioning has been complete, you'll have a copy complete message, and you will also see the itemized content that was actually taken to your demonstration tenant. So in this case, all of the content within the template was provisioned in your demonstration tenant. You can always go to history and see exactly what's taken place. So this is a fast provisioning that occurred for the entire process. Normally, it's more around 30 minutes, but you can see here that the tenant performed better than expected. If we go back to another one, in some cases we've terminated and started again, just because it took too long, and in other cases when it's end to end, this is more of a typical provisioning scenario where it's around 15 minutes to 30 minutes, again, depending on how your tenant performs. we're going to take a look at a separate one here, which it's more again reflective of a normal time frame for provisioning in the history. And again, it does a template, it does the projects, it does the entities or tables, and then finally the Power BI report. And if you have all green with the clean provisioning, then you have a demonstration site that has content. So you can go to your Power Apps, see that there's a Modern Project app. When you click on that, it takes you to the Project Accelerator. And this is all of the content, the demo content within the Project Accelerator. The easy way of telling there are 15 projects, so you can see that there are 15 projects within our summary chart, and we can go through and see that all the content is provisioned. So every cell has the template content. We go to programs. There's 4 programs. These will be calculated afterwards because they come in and they're calculated fields based on projects that are within the programs. Then we have our 15 projects. And then more importantly, in this latest version of provisioning, the Power BI reports actually are provisioned, and we can see that there's content behind them. This was done, again, as a result of PDMS, the PDMS template for Project Accelerator, which now includes the Power BI report, so there's no additional intervention that needs to be made. And that completes our provisioning of the Project Accelerator with Power BI reports using PDMS. Thank you very much.